All right, we are back at Universal.
We're here for the Butterbeer.
We are here for the Butterbeer. It's been a minute since we've been to Universal, right?
Yeah, so it's been, what, the beginning of April?
So today is all about Harry Potter. We are gonna try the 6 different kinds of Butterbeer flavored items inside of the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Say that 5 times fast.
There are different drinks and treats that are flavored to the iconic drink in the books.
So we're gonna try them all. I don't know that we're gonna rank them necessarily, but we're definitely going to give you a full review and probably tell you our favorites.
We just made it into Islands of Adventure. This is where the original Harry Potter land, Hogsmeade, was created back in 2010, I think it was?
Yep.
So we actually first got here in 2012 to this one. We figured we'd start where it all started. There are 2 lands to the wizarding world of Harry Potter here at Universal Orlando. The first one is the Hogsmeade in Islands of Adventure. The second one that is connected by the Hogwarts Express is Diagon Alley over in Universal Studios. We're starting here today.
We're here to try and review all of the Butterbeers. You have cold, you have frozen, you have hot, you have potted cream, cream, and fudge. Our first stop is going to be this Butterbeer cart that's directly behind me.
There are 2 Butterbeer carts here in Hogsmeade, and they're both really busy today. But if the first one that has 2 lines is a little too busy, you can come back here and check at the back of Hogsmeade to see if that line is any better. Today, it isn't. Alright, so even better pro tip than checking the other Butterbeer cart at the back of Diagon Alley, or at the back of Hogsmeade. Why do I keep saying that?
I don't know.
I don't even know where I am. Is to check Hogshead Pub.
Yes, yeah, so literally popped my head in here. So it's attached to 3 broomsticks, and I popped my head in the door and there were 3 people in line. 3. And those lines for the carts were crazy long.
Yeah.
So
and you can
right
get
up.
almost everything. You can definitely get everything that you can get at the carts. So you can get
Yeah.
the cold Butterbeer, you can get the frozen Butterbeer, but you can also get the hot Butterbeer, which you cannot get at the carts out there. So definitely check out Hogshead Pub. You can also get real beer there, which you can't get at the carts out there
That's
either.
true, and mixed drinks.
Let's start with the classic. So we have got the cold Butterbeer, which is a mixture. All of these flavors are pretty much a mixture between cream soda and butterscotch. These are all non-alcoholic, so all the Butterbeer options in Wizarding World are non-alcoholic, even though in the books there is a bit of alcohol involved.
Yes.
But you cannot get an alcoholic Butterbeer here. Would you like to do the honors?
That is a hazard of the beverage.
So is that apparently?
It's got that like thick, almost marshmallowy foam on top.
It's like a whipped cream, marshmallow cream type foam.
Yeah, yep. I love it because in the movies they get it all over their lips too, so it's just very true to form.
The cold does not come with ice.
Yeah.
It is just straight up, it's a carbonated, basically cream soda with a little bit of butterscotch flavor and that whipped cream on top. It is very good and refreshing. I'm not sure it's worth $8.
Now for the hot. This to me is life-changing. And I know that is
life-changing.
Whenever I take a sip of this, it is like that moment in Ratatouille when the food critic takes the bite of the ratatouille and he gets transported back to his childhood. That's what happens to me with this. My grandma always used to have a candy dish of butterscotch and a candy dish of cinnamon candies, and it's like trying to sneak the butterscotch candy out of there. Like, it just transports me back to that moment in time because it tastes exactly like I'm sucking on a butterscotch candy.
This is so much better than the cold. I love the hot Butterbeer.
Yeah.
And for the same price, I would definitely go with the hot. I mean, it's the end of April here, so it's not cold outside, but you can get it year round. Super worth it and good.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's middle of July, I'm still probably gonna have to have a hot every once in a while. Okay, so our love of Harry Potter started actually a little later than probably a lot of people's because while they were coming out during our teenage years, we didn't get into it then. I actually got into it whenever I was in my 20s, and Dan was deployed overseas, and I made a goal to read all the books while he was gone, and it took me all of 2 weeks to get through all of them. And then he read them whenever he got back, and we just have loved everything Harry Potter ever since. Our boys love it, and so the Butterbeer takes you into the movies. It's just a piece of that book that you get to drink and think like, oh my gosh, I could be a little student at Hogsmeade, at Hogwarts, and just enjoy the whole ambiance.
We absolutely love it here. We have 2 down, 4 to go. Of the 2, I think the hot butterbeer definitely takes the cake. I think next on the list is Honeydukes to get some fudge.
Came into Honeydukes so that we can get the Butterbeer fudge. This is actually the one kind of butterbeer that Dan and I have not ever tried, so I'm super excited to try it out.
We are riding the Hogwarts Express from Islands of Adventure over to Diagon Alley. This was built in 2014. For this attraction, you get in at the Hogsmeade station, and then you get off at the King's Cross station. Diagon Alley, I think, is my favorite of the 2 parks. It has got even more immersiveness, in my opinion, than Hogsmeade does, and I love it. Looking forward to this. Welcome to King's Cross Station.
So we have Butterbeer fudge. So before tax, it's $4.95. If you are an annual pass holder, you do get a discount.
2 layers.
2 layers.
So you have the butterscotch layer and the marshmallow cream layer. I don't know.
It tastes like a Werther's original.
I'm not a huge fudge fan, but yeah, it's basically a butterscotch flavored fudge, and almost like a vanilla, kind of like that cream soda flavor, almost like that vanilla top. And so they mix together really well. I can definitely get the butterbeer out of it. This is not something I would get every single time. It's just really, really rich.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna need like some non-sweet something soon.
Whether you love the magic of Harry Potter and Universal, or you prefer the classic magic of Disney World, we are here to help. We would love to help you plan your next vacation, whether it's to Universal, Disney, cruise lines, or all-inclusive resorts. So please reach out to us at fantasticalvacations.com.
All right, and right next to the exit of King's Cross Station is the entrance to Diagon Alley. I love this place.
All right, so we came into Leaky Cauldron to grab some lunch. We got some fish and chips, and we also ordered the Butterbeer potted cream and the frozen Butterbeer, and then got a couple of beers as well to cut all of the sweet that we've been having. So we're gonna enjoy those, and we'll show you those here in just a bit.
First up is the frozen Butterbeer. It won't even come out. I don't. Pretty much exactly the same as the cold Butterbeer. Refreshing, but that would give me a brain freeze pretty quick.
And I disagree with Dan. I feel like the frozen Butterbeer holds the flavor better than the cold. So to me, this is more refreshing because it's colder for one, but it also is more flavorful.
The potted cream, which is kind of like a pudding, it's really actually pretty cute and good size. Basically a butterscotch pudding with whipped cream on top, a little bit of vanilla flavor mixed in. I think this is by far my favorite Butterbeer flavored anything in Wizarding World. Oh, I'm getting bites stolen.
I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's like a pudding, but better. It has all the right flavors in it, and it's smooth and just absolutely delicious.
There are two main restaurants in Wizarding World of Harry Potter. One is the Leaky Cauldron on the Diagon Alley side, and the other is the Three Broomsticks, which we showed you over on the Hogsmeade side. Both of them, you can get all of the butterbeer flavored things except for the fudge. Over on the Diagon Alley side, the place that you can get the fudge is the sweet shop over here, and it is Sugar Plum's Sweet Shop.
It's back here by the hopping pot, directly behind the Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes.
Huh, say that 5 times fast. The final thing that we haven't tried, the 6th item, is going to be the butterbeer ice cream. It comes in 2 versions. It comes in soft serve, which you can get at the Hopping Pot or at Florian Fedescu's ice cream shop. You can also get a hard scoop pre-packaged version, which we thought you could get at the Leaky Cauldron, but they weren't offering it on the mobile order app. But we came outside of Sugar Plum Sweet Shop, and it turns out you can get it at the cart right here.
Butterbeer ice cream. Let's do it.
This is the pre-packaged Florian Fedescu's ice cream. How is it? You've never had this before.
That's good. I could see that it would be really sweet after a little while though.
All of this is really sweet after a little while. It tastes a lot like the potted cream, I'm not gonna lie. It's a butterscotch ice cream. It's like vanilla with butterscotch swirls in it. Uh-oh. It's very good.
The day of butterbeer sounded like a great idea before we started.
Not gonna lie, we did not finish the frozen butterbeer earlier.
We didn't. Just not because it wasn't fabulous, but because it's just a lot.
It's a lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar.
The cheapest butterbeer flavored thing here is the fudge at the 2 sweet shops. That is $4.95. From there you can get the potted cream at either of the restaurants. That's $5.79. The ice cream, this was $6.25, this pre-packaged Florian Fedescu's, but the soft serve is $5.99, so I guess it depends where you go.
Yeah.
And then all different flavors of butterbeer are all $7.99 each. A little bit steep, but pretty good treat.
Yeah, and if you have an annual pass holder discount, you can pretty much use that anywhere except I bought this from like a little kiosk, like a little wagon cart, out kind of in the middle in front of Hopping Pot, and she didn't have any way to scan for my annual pass discount, so she couldn't accept that there. So we are inside the Fountain of Fair Fortune, which you can also get lots of different kinds of butterbeer here, including the ice cream.
If you go in there, they just walk next door into Florian Fedescu's to get you the soft serve, so it's a shorter line. Definitely go in there.
Definitely, great tip. With the soft serve ice cream, so there's the kind of like hard serve that comes in the pre-packaged, or I think you can get it in Florian Fedescu's, but then there's also the soft serve. It's awfully pretty. It is good. I think I do like this one better than the hard serve ice cream.
It's a little more subtle, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got the butterscotch with vanilla swirl flavoring there, but I think it's a little more subtle, and I do like that better.
Maybe like not so overwhelmingly sweet.
If I was to rate the 6, I guess technically 7 different types of butterbeer, I would rate them as, I think, fudge, cold, frozen, then the hard ice cream, then the hot, then the potted cream, then the soft serve.
Whoa, so soft serve's your favorite?
Yes.
I was not expecting that.
Well, what would you rate it at?
Okay, so I think going backwards, I would probably rate fudge. I agree with you there, that's like my least favorite. And then probably the hard ice cream, then cold, then the soft ice cream, then the potted cream, then frozen, then hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so there you have it.
We are actually outside of Grimmauld Place right now. This is really cute. It's right across from the night bus, next to where you enter into Diagon Alley, and Creature pulls back the curtain every once in a while. It's super cute. Just another nod and another great theming place.
So thanks so much for joining us today. Those are our favorites and all of the butterbeer flavored things you can get in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
You really can't go wrong. All of them were fantastic. There's just ones that are better than others.
There are. All right, we will see you on the next video.